Welcome to another class, and in today's class we want to look at layout, CSS layout, how elements are layout in the CSS, how they are being displayed in CSS or in our website. So remember, we have what we call block level elements and inline level elements. So if we come to our result, for example, our H1 is taking the entire width of the screen, even if the H1 is just from this one to the from the T down to the one, but the other part of the website or of the width is being taken because we've given a background color, and it shows that okay, the H1 is a block level element. So H1, for example, is a block level element, and we also have other elements that are not block level elements. For example, our input is not a block level element, it's an inline level element. So for example, we have our input and we say placeholder some text here, and we save. Let's have another input tag. I'll say placeholder some more text here. So when we save and we go back, we see that they are not taking the entire screen, they are not taking the entire width, rather they are just covering where they are located. So if we have many input tags here, they will just remain they will keep occupying the width until they get to the end of the screen before breaking down. So you can see that they get to the end of the screen before they break down. But for our H1 and our P tag, they don't get to the end of the screen before breaking down. So we have so many ways to manipulate this or to customize this. We have the CSS property known as inline block. So for example, our H1, we can say display. So it's a display property, and we're going to use inline block. So when we save this and we come back, we see that this H1 is no longer covering the entire width. Let's remove it and see again. Let's remove our inline block and save and come back. You see, it's taking the entire width, right? But when we add the inline block, it won't take that entire width again. So if we should do that for our P tag as well, display inline block. So we've done that for our P tag, and you can see that shows that even our image tag is not a block level element, rather it is an inline level element. So all images, image tag, and so on and so forth. So for example, how do we know that our image is not a block level element? So we already have our img tag as 40% width. So let's give it a 20% width, and you'll see what happens. You see that they are fitting to the screen. So when it was 50, it was taking like a huge, it was dividing it into two, and it was taking one part of it. But right now it's at 20, so it's not taking the half of the screen. That's why all of the images are now being displayed in one line. So image tags, button tags, input tags, they are all inline level elements, while the heading tags and paragraph tags are block level elements. So let's do the same thing for our H2. Let's select our H2 and we do display. So display inline, let's see what display inline does. Display inline still takes it, so you can see our H2 is now here. So display inline block is, so they perform almost the same function. So we can continue doing that for our H3. Display inline block. So you can see. So that's going to be the end for this section. In the next section, we are going to be building a navigation bar using the display inline block to build our navigation bar. So thank you for joining and see you in the next class.